Houston, our instruments are showing that we have a incoming message from deep space. Repeat, Houston, we have an incoming message from deep space. Houston, we will begin playing message now. Houston, we're going to try and translate that up here. Hold for translation. Translation complete. We'll begin playing message now.
Hey, it's me, Melissa.
What do you do when the aliens invade? Take a shot of MK Ultra and watch Melissa Jade. Put on your tinfoil hat and tune right in. We got that crime spree, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, a complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects, a mind expanding, fake moon landing, where dolphins understanding. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Aliens is on the sun or in Area 51. Time travels, unravels, haunted castles, cops are baffled, potential experimental thoughts that make you transcendental. It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa. Crime sprees, flat earth theories, government conspiracies, complex Mandela effects, unidentified objects of mind expanding, fake moon landing, what are dolphins understanding? It's me, Melissa. It's me, Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Harlot people. Me, hey, ATS News, Karen D, Mia B. We have, Stevie Gray says, my little boy just laughed and said he likes this intro and hears Alex's. It freaks him out and I have to turn it down. Kids are so weird. That is so funny. I'm glad that he likes it. Hi, Nini T, Nana Banana, Destination Tess, Hippie Chick, Grateful Mama. I'm the only gray one. I'm back to potty talking. Don't worry. Just make sure that you're opted in. Like I said, we have so many generous people here. You're bound to get a gifted membership eventually. Hi, Donna Barkley. Hi, Pesa. Beach Lover. Angel D. Zekia's mom. V. Oakley. Let me see. Forgets and Shiggles, Man's Laughter, Lisa, Artemis, Kathy. I wish. Hi, Cat 111, Sarah Bellum. Oh, I need some laughs after a rough afternoon. Oh my God, I can't speak. A rough afternoon. Okay, on it. Hi, Mindy Carr, Sadie, Vicky. Oh, Mindy, that's so sweet. Let me see. Truth Hurts, Angela, Catherine Elizabeth. Hello, Petunia. Hi, guys. How are you? So happy to be here. Happy hump day. Man's laughter. I'm sorry. I love you guys, so thank you. Hi, Lucia. Welcome, guys. So, little update. We have the Kim WSU live and it's still scheduled. And I do apologize for bouncing around with its scheduled time, but my lovely co-host Shay, she's been sick. She has the flu, and it's been rough. And I'm not doing it without her. And so I will let you guys know once I know for certain what day. I think it's scheduled on like Sunday or Monday right now. I'm going to wait for her to tell me when she's up for it, and I will let you guys know. But I just want to apologize because I'm not trying to bounce it around and I'm not trying to make you guys go crazy with it. But I don't want to delete it because if I delete it, anybody who had set their notifications and have their reminders up, it won't notify them, and I'll have to do it all over again. And so I'm just leaving it up. But I do apologize because I'm not trying to make you guys go crazy with it. I'm just trying to give Shay time to recover and feel better. And yeah, obviously I'm not doing it without Shay. Me and Shay went into this case together. We covered it every day. And so it only feels right. But I'm going to be doing another Idaho Live possibly tomorrow. And because there's some stuff going on and I definitely want to talk about it. And so keep an eye out for that for anybody who is interested. Yeah, I'm not going to delete, Angel. I'm not going to delete. Oh no. Well, yeah, I want to be able to individually say hello to you guys. You guys mean so much to me. And so I love taking the time to say hello to you guys. Hi, little red O. Shay Benet. No, Jim Chan. Today's the first day that she's even actually able to talk to me. Like every other day, it's only been one message, like I'm okay, but I'm not okay. You know what I mean? And oh, you had influenza for 3 weeks. I felt horrible. So many of my friends recently have had it, and it's so interesting because despite all being in different states, it's hitting everyone. And what sucks is that the fever itself is lasting for like 3 days. If you guys remember, Shakto had it the other week, and Shay, and I feel so bad, but we're going to be going forward with it. Hi, Lala. We're doing it. I'm just waiting for her to tell me once she's able to. Yeah, the flu is definitely going around. Hi, Kimberly Wells. So, you're excited for the Bigfoot talk? I've actually had an encounter. Stop it. You stop it right now. You've had an encounter with Bigfoot? Don't tempt me with a good time. I know, ATS. I know. I feel bad. But she's strong. She's going to push through it. What do you mean you had an encounter with Bigfoot, though? Like, I'm still a little bit stuck on that. I don't know, Angel D. It's hitting everyone. Hi, Creative Minds. Oh, Nene T. Poor Gannon. Yeah, I'm hoping now she's making that turn of she should be starting to feel better. So come tomorrow and the next day. But you guys know how it is. I can't even wait until, the fever broke. No. Because after you've had a fever for days, then you're freaking exhausted. You're dehydrated. You feel icky. Your client had an encounter. We are out here in the big. See, I'd love to hear all about it. We're doing the Bigfoot live on Sunday. And so that's very fascinating. Because see, with things like Bigfoot, I'm more inclined. There's evidence that giants have roamed the earth. There's evidence that there is so much more species out there than we have knowledge of, that we have studied. We know more about space than we do our oceans. So when it comes to something like Bigfoot, I'm not convinced that there isn't a species that we just maybe not have identified yet. And there's only a few left, and you may only see them in remote places at certain times. I don't know, but I don't think it's so far out of the realm of possibilities. Now, as far as all of the myths that go along with it, that's a different story. Wow, that's so interesting. Hi, fellow MJ. That's hi, cool gamer. I would love, Tess, you should message me that because I'd love to hear about it. I'm an almost 6 foot tall woman and I have hairy legs. Might have been me. Oh my God, Nene. I love it. That's funny as fuck. I'm sorry. That was really funny. Yeah, you might have just saw Nene. You never know. That movie y'all told me to go to watch was about here, and I had no idea Bigfoot Saga was even near me. Which movie? I suggest movies all the time. Beer Crumbs, that was funny, wasn't it? Ooh, and yes, cryptids. Yep, honey. Yep. See, and we're gonna get all into that. I'm very excited. Talking about terrifying legs, hold on. What about these babies? Dun, dun, dun. A chupacabra with a gland problem. Snapdragon. Stop it. Skinwalkers. Yeah, Skinwalker Ranch. Hell yeah. Hi, Kalida Hope. What about these babies? And if you don't know, these are Letecia Stauch's legs. Don't ask me why she's turning gray. I'm not educated enough to answer that question. Hi, Linda. Listen, Linda, tell me, why are Tisha's legs gray? Hi, Cheryl Gilmore. Oh, you're so pretty. I love that photo. Put them away, please. Nope. Listen, if we're going to be covering her, we're going to cover all of her, okay? It was exists. Ooh. Lack of fresh blood. Yes, the toe talons. Thank you, Mrs. M, because that is also something I want you guys to ponder. Look at her talons. Look at her toenails. Look, those are weapons, and they actually take that seriously in jail because they very much pay attention, at least to your fingernails. I don't know why they don't care so much about your toenails, but you can cut a bitch with those, okay? Mia B. Those are talons. Those are weapons. They're dangerous. And we saw her go-go gadget toe do business before when she pressed open the door of the van and tried to escape. The reason I think she's legitimately gray, man's laughter, is I think she has more of a natural olive skin tone. And so when she went into jail and you do not have access to sunlight, even in the winter and stuff, our skin, where we get the sunlight. And I think that being indoors and not exercising and eating a healthy, well-balanced meal all contributes to her. This is her pale, I think. Now, as far as the toenails, there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse. Hi, Meat Feets. One is west and the other is due east. Those toenails. Stop it. You guys crack me up, okay? She's just rotting. Well, I know, right, Underman? You would think drinking all that blood would help with her color. This is the only convincing. Hi, Thomas. This is the only convincing part of her being a vampire is her gray. See, and yes, thank you, Cheryl. I didn't really know how to say it. So she says, I'm Native American and my dad full-blooded. That's really cool, by the way. And his legs are gray and ashy if he doesn't get sun. So I'm sure you're correct. Yeah. Depending on the type of skin tone that you have, like there's going to be different versions of pale. Like an Irish pale is going to be much different than a Native American pale. And I think Letecia has already an olive skin tone. And so when she becomes pale, it's less yellow and more gray. I'm sorry, Lucia. But yeah, so we have those Jim John Doe no toes. Thank you, Tisha. And if you guys don't remember when Tisha colored on the wall with blood, except they checked Letecia from head to toe, including the nail. And well, if it was jaundice, it would be more yellow. But they checked her from head to toe. Jim John No Do Toe. And she didn't have an injury. So you can come to the conclusion yourself of how Letecia acquired blood and painted the walls, because when they asked her, where did the blood come from? What do you think Tisha said? Hi, Crown Crochet Cafe. You enjoy your night too. Well, Grateful Mama, I think I've seen worse looking people than Letecia. And I think when she took care of herself, I'm a big person on, you could have two average looking people, right? Both, let's say, if you're going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, both 5s. The one person is intelligent, has a sense of humor, kind. That 5 just went to an 8. Then you could have the other 5 who's nasty and evil. That 5 just went to a 2. So I'm a big component on, even if they don't initially strike you as attractive, their personality and brain and heart can really make somebody attractive. So I think when Letecia was taking care of herself, and if she had a good personality and heart, she wouldn't have necessarily been horrible looking, but she stopped keeping up with her hygiene and she was pure evil. And I think that evil is taking over her and she's rotting from the inside out. Yeah, see, Jelly Belly says, my daughter is olive skinned. I love it. She goes a yellow tone first into gray when the winter hits. Those with darker skin tone need a higher vitamin D supplement too if you're deficient in it. Yes, thank you. Hi, Rhonda. Oh, you know it does, Little Red. You know it does. She's rotting, okay? Look at her. Look at her. And she uses that hair as a shield. We saw her do it in trial. She'll hide behind the mountains of hair because I would assume that, especially being in prison, you don't have access, even though they have access to a couple of different products, but you don't have access to the full products that you would on the outside. This is a lot of hair to keep up with. And maintenance of it, it's a lot of upkeep. But Tisha decides to keep it this length. And I think that's because she uses it as a shield. So it cuts off her peripheral vision and she kind of hides behind it. This picture was from, hold on. Let me check. I think 2021. Do you believe in magic? Hey, MK, if those feet were sticking out under the covers, I would assume the person under the covers were deceased for at least 2 weeks. Stop. Oh my goodness. So these photos were from around end of beginning of 2021. Okay. So look at that. Look at that underbite. Notice how and I could collect all of them if you want, but she never wants to look in the camera. She'll close her eyes in other ones, we'll see her head down with her hair and her hands blocking her face. She doesn't want to look. Be honest, who can smell this picture? Hi, Indigo. Oh my goodness. Aw, Cherokee. Hi, everyone. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Cherokee girl. And thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. Thank you, Yankee Kyle. Wow. Happy birthday. I hope it's filled with lots of love and laughs. Yeesh. Yeah, so that's Tisha. Thank you, Beach Lover, for being a member for 2 months. Love your channel. I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Angel D. Ooh, I never remember my milestone. Now you do. Thank you. I appreciate all of you guys who are members. Thank you so much. Look at that. Like, you better talk. All right. You know what? I'm going to keep it to myself. Okay. So before we go into the calls, I wanted to pull up this. Freaking Nicole. I mean, not Nicole, Letecia. While in jail, Tisha calls that CJC tip hotline. Okay? There was Smokey Armstrong. So this says, and this is from the case files. The live stream went wonderful, Yankee Kyle. Thank you. Friday, August 20th. I received an email from Nicole Dubois, who is a crime analyst for EPSO and is currently monitoring the EPSO tip line. Nicolette informed me that Letecia Stauch called the tip line twice on August 6, 2020. Nicolette summarized the content of the calls in an email to me and provided me with the recording of the calls. The following is a summary of her email. And I wish we could listen to the actual audios. That would make me Wolfie. Drive carefully, Lala. Jesus Christ. And so I wish that we could listen to the actual audio recordings, but we haven't heard them, unfortunately. But this says, "Good morning. I wanted to let you know that Letecia Stauch called the CJC crime tip hotline twice yesterday from jail at 7:16 and at 7:47. So this idiot actually calls the tip hotline from jail. Oh, welcome, Mindy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining. Welcome. Thank you. I don't know if it's out there. I don't remember listening to it, Mia B. Aw, Randa, that's so sweet. But she called. In the first call, she said she wants to report something going on and she knows people here hate her and she didn't do what people think she did. There is Tiffany? I gotta find it then. Hi, Starlight Angel. She says people are money laundering money and that they used to do it out of a coffee store, but now another location. They are taking kids out of the back of vans. They're going to kill more kids. And the moment you don't agree to be involved, they will hurt you or someone you care about. Hi, Leslie. They also are trying to break out one of their leaders from a supermax, and they have an engineer helping. She knows places you can go in Cannon City and Denver to find them. This is what got her into this situation in the first place. They hurt her child already and are getting worse. They are in Colorado Springs right now. The second call was just seeing if anyone got her message because time is of the essence and she wants to talk to someone. Which again, look at the times that she called. The first one, 7:16. The second one, 7:47. She gave the FBI 30 minutes before she called back and was like, hello, I don't have all day. Did anybody get my message? Is anybody going to call me? 30 minutes. This is the FBI. Hi, Bonnie. I just want to understand this woman's mind. I want to know how she thought this was going to go. I need to understand that, and I don't understand it. She thought she was going to call the tip line and they were going to be like, take her word for it. I don't know. Like, if you are normal, if your brain thinks logically, you know that is not going to work out. Well, that's basically what she did, Snapdragon. She didn't have the capability of text. So this was synonymous with question mark, question mark. I see you opened my message. Are you going to respond? 30 minutes. What did you expect them to do within 30 minutes? She is the Antichrist. Aw, thank you, Bonnie, for joining. We're so happy to have you part of the channel. Thank you, thank you. She thought it would work for whatever reason. Okay. And then I showed you guys Lena's. Okay. So now I'm going to pull up where we left off. With the calls. I think we had another Harley one. Okay. Starlight Angel, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Hold on one second.
Okay. All right. Well,
give me a moment. I'm just pulling this up. Okay, we last left off, and this is going to be again with Harley, but this is going to be November 8th. And it's going to be the one that came right after where we last left off with the last episode. But thank you so much, Starlight Angel. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Your support means a lot. Thank you. So, this is November 8th, 2020 with Harley. I don't remember. I'll jump back a minute because I don't remember exactly what they were talking about. Oh, Letecia was criticizing Harley, and she was giving Harley 60% blame in the Aunt Brenda situation. Hi, Becky P. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. That's really kind of you. Yeah, we always enjoy doing trivia. It's just a nice balance to have some laughs and fun. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Okay, so here we go. This is the end of the last phone call with Harley, and then it's going to go into the new one.
I'm going to talk. Did you ask Katrina?
Well, I just asked her if she could send me $100 for my phone bill, and she did. So.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to hang up and call you right back. All right?
Okay.
So then she calls her right back.
Hey.
All right. So let me finish up what I was going to say. This is what you're going to do. All right? You need to do this before I call her tomorrow. All right? I don't care if you do it tonight and she don't read it until tomorrow. All right? But I will call you. I will call you tomorrow because I forgot it's free phone call. But if you pick up and it's not free, then just like hang up. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right. So she's supposed to put money on my account. She knows about the whole situation with the other money. She is handling the other stuff. So you should have your power of attorney by next week. I mean, I don't understand why not. And then hers is getting sent off tomorrow. She's only got it for the legal stuff. She don't have.
So she's telling Harley that Harley is going to have power of attorney for financial, and Aunt Brenda's going to have it for legal, except, spoiler alert, Amy becomes power of attorney. And we all know how that happened. Hi, Michelle L. Thank you, a million sparkles. Yeah, hit that thumbs up if you guys don't mind. Thank you. I know. Hi, Solo Sock.
Have it for any dues. She does for anything to do with legal. All right. She's gonna put money. She's gonna put money in my account. And I'm gonna tell her that I'm still waiting on you to get that other money. Because that other money sitting in the account is what she's having to use to pay for the legal. She already knows that. But then the other one from the retirement is supposed to be the credit stuff that you're taking. Okay? So the legal fees is what's in the one account that she already knows about that she's handling. And then the other retirement stuff is supposed to be what you're taking. Now, again, it might get held up. The retirement part might. That's just how it's going to work. But you're not going to panic because I already told you that it could be fast, could not be. So I'm going to have her give you money for November. I'm going to tell her that you don't have any for November, which is not a lie. But you need to message her and you need to say that you understand where she was coming from about being more responsible with money. Okay? Now, I'm not accusing you of being irresponsible. I already told you the way to be smart, right? I think you understand that, right? She doesn't need to know your every business that you went and done, right? All right? So since we're on the same page with that, that's why you're going to say that, all right? and be smarter than me in that situation. Once you get the other money that I'm giving to you, I don't care what you spend on it, as long as you do what's on the paperwork that I said for you to do.
But she doesn't give her. There is no money. Not. Listen, MK, don't judge a shebang withdrawal, all right? You don't understand. Your girls need shebangs. I didn't even know what a shebang was, to be honest, until my chat told me. Yeah, Harley's tone. I know. She knows, Donna. She knows. She knows. She knows. Yeah, she knows. Harley is starting to definitely pick up on what's happening here. And it's sad. It's really sad, honestly. Imagine your mom manipulating you like this after everything. After everything. A shebang is a potato chip. I think it's a kettle cooked potato chip. I'll be honest, I forgot what it was, but I think it's a kettle cooked potato chip. Somebody in the chat will tell us.
Okay.
Because there's money in there supposed to be in there too, included in there for Sadie to get fixed and all that. So as long as you go through doing those things, the rest of it's laid out for you what to do. All right. And so I want you before you say, hey, I realize I should let my mom know when I'm going out of state, because that's what this is mostly about. Because when I called her, she said something to me. This is before. She already knew that you had went out of state. I wanted to see if she'd tell me, right? So I knew the first time. You never said anything. So when I called her back again, then that's what happened. You told me what happened with the car. And I figured because it must have been the second time. You still didn't tell me, right? And then I had to find out through somebody else. It shouldn't be anybody there knowing what you're doing except your mother. Sure,
it shouldn't be her mother sitting in jail for murdering her brother. You see that? You want to hold everybody to these standards, yet you don't want to hold yourself accountable. Hi, Shauna. And I don't think it was about Gannon's life insurance money. I could pull up the paperwork for that. The amount was much less than the amount that she's saying that she's getting. But yes, it's hypocritical, honey. It's you. First of all, she's an adult, but you made her an adult way before she had to become an adult. And yeah, she was close to 18, but you know what I mean? Like in the sense of she was thrown out into the world and she had to figure it out because you were in jail awaiting trial for the murder of her brother, and Al was no longer in her life, and he was the only father figure she ever had. Lolo, because she just lies. Letecia lies about senseless things. Letecia lies when there is no reason to lie. Letecia will say that the sky is pink when anybody could look out and see the sky isn't pink. She has a sickness. She has the lying sickness. And that's what makes Letecia different from others. Yeah, she had a 25,000 riders on each child. Thank you, Donna. She fully is aware of what she's doing. It's a choice. Michelle, thank you. It's a choice. And hi, Reese's Cup. It's not like, oh, I'm just delusional. I'm not aware. I have DID. I have bipolar. No. And first of all, stop associating those mental illnesses or disorders with such an evil act. Lots of people have them and they do not do what you've done. Letecia makes the choice, and she's not even lying so much to everyone else versus she's lying to herself. She lies like we breathe. Exactly. Yeah, it's retirement creative, but all that she got for retirement is a little over $1,000 because you have to work for it to get put into the retirement. Letecia did not work. Yes, this was after Gannon was found. Gannon was found only a couple of weeks after Letecia was arrested. So this is months later. Harley had to be thinking about where Gannon was found. Doesn't she remember driving through that area with the mom? Yes, but at this yes. But she apparently believed her mom all the way up until she pled not guilty by reason of insanity. And thank you, Nene T, so much for the super sticker. Thank you very much. I can't stand a liar, Pisa. I cannot stand a liar. So yeah, Tisha really irks me. But yeah, here she is telling Harley what she expects.
People there can know the things you're doing, but if your mother doesn't know, and the person who's fronting your finances don't know, then that's not okay. Because if something was to happen and they come here and say something to me, and I'm like, what are you talking about? My child's not in Ohio. She ain't never been in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
You got to imagine psychologically what that would do.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I just want you to understand that responsibility.
Listen, you need to think about the psychological impact it has on me as your mom when I find out from someone else that you as a grown-ass adult went out of the state. No, Tisha. You need to think of the psychological impact it had on your child to find out not only that you murdered her brother, but you made her complicit in that murder. That you made the whole world believe Harley was involved. You made her buy the cleaning supplies, and you made her travel across the country with Gannon's decomposing body in the van. You want to talk about psychological impacts? This is what I can't stand about her. And this is also what I can't stand about Aunt Brenda. Not so much that she chooses to have a relationship with Letecia. I could make sense of it in my mind why a family member may choose to continue a relationship. What I can't understand is that Aunt Brenda would very easily have this conversation with Letecia and agree with her. Hi, Neat Noodle.
Yeah, you don't need to tell her when you kiss. And I'm going to have this conversation with her. She's not going to expect you to miss church on Sundays and miss your group. This is not going to happen. I'm also going to have this conversation with her about, can you walk somewhere where it's quieter, please?
Yeah.
It's too loud. I can't hear myself.
Okay.
Hey.
Hello.
Okay. So you're just going to say, hey, I understand. Mom talked to me about being a little bit more responsible with money. And just say, I understand what you're saying about being a little bit more careful. I've already talked to her about, taking the blame. I took the blame. I said, Harley is used to that lifestyle, and that's what I've given her all her life.
No.
I told her I'd take the blame for that because that.
You didn't give her. She keeps referring to Harley's life and upbringing as ideal, spoiled, never longed for anything. If we're going in the because what kind of mother you were. But if we're even talking about the financial lifestyle, you stole $8,000 from Al. You were selling his tools and items for money. Anything Harley received was not on account of you because you did not work. It was because of Al. And she does, Rando, and she does.
This is how I raised you. So that's not on you.
This is how I raised you.
That's what parents have to do, is take the blame when they do something. So that's on me.
You shut the fuck up.
Just tell her that Mom says she's already accepted responsibility for her part as well.
Mom's already accepted responsibility for her part as well in raising Harley. Therefore, Harley's poor actions directly reflect upon Mom, and she takes accountability. I feel so bad for Landon and Al. I truly feel horrible because forgiveness, and I did not expect them to forgive. But if you guys remember, I showed you that video of the victim impact statements. I forgot what killer again that it was. Maybe the Green River Kill. I forgot which one it was. But each parent went up and you took away my child, you took away my sister, my mother. Shame on you. I wish you death. And then there was the dad who went up there with the suspenders and he said, I forgive you. All these people want you dead. And he's like, and I struggle. He's like, but I forgive you. And the killer broke down in tears. That forgiveness was for the dad. And because it was his faith. I wish Gannon's family could get to the place of peace for themselves. But I can't imagine healing with this type of person. Not trying to minimize another killer, but it's the murder itself, which was heinous and horrendous, but it's her behavior after. It's all the things she says after and does that it's almost like you're committing the act over and over and over again. Does that make sense? It's like she's committing the act over and over and over. And I can't imagine what the psychological impact that would take on them. Hi, Stephanie. Right, Monica. Oh, thank you, Barbie. That's really Barbie's floppy possum. Thank you, Barbie's floppy possum. That's very kind of you and very much appreciated. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Yeah, it's Monopoly money. Monica says, I'm so petty. I would tell her everywhere I was going. I would not ask. I would tell. And I would describe every adorable outfit I wore and every yummy Starbucks I had all the way. Well, who's baby, Andrew? She's jealous. She's jealous of Harley. Always has been. And she wants to keep Harley. You could see how desperate she's trying to keep Harley under her control. But she's losing control. And she knows that. And she's not doing good with them. Yes, Tess. She taunts them and torments them psychologically. Hi, Marianne.
She already knows I've talked to her about this. But under no circumstances in which she knows you're not taking that car back unless we pay for it and it's on our insurance. Because I'm not going to have her dictating whether or not who can ride in your car and who cannot. I put that trust in your hands to know that I've raised you well enough to know what you should do and shouldn't do in a car, knowing that it's a dangerous weapon, right?
Is traveling across the country with a decomposing body acceptable? Right to do? It's so frustrating. Yeah, our insurance, you're in jail, but she's trying to get Harley to commit fraud because she always makes her complicit and involved in her crimes. Oh, what's right to do and what's wrong to do with a car? Yeah, you showed her. You taught her. She's beyond disturbing, Pisa, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I taught that to you, right?
Right.
So I don't need her dictating if Charlotte can get in your car or not, because that's not okay. That's where she's in the wrong. But that's coming back to that old school mentality where she was raised in the country with people where if somebody got in an accident or something, they sue them for everything they have. That's that country mentality she has, because that's what people do in her world, right? That's why the car is going to be on our insurance. It has to be in both ours because of your age. You cannot get insurance in your name by yourself on a brand new car because it will be $400 a month, I guarantee you.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it's going to be. So, we'll handle that. And then I'll be working on trying to see about speeding up the other stuff. I wrote a thing about using the phone to do it because when you call from here, it does.
Sorry, hold on. Andrew, are you giving people issues? Reese, do you love Andrew? I don't know who that is, so I just want to make sure that inappropriate comments aren't being made. Just checking. Just checking. And apologies if everything's cool, but I don't know who he was calling baby. So maybe it's you, Reese. I don't know. No, I do not. He came in saying, hi, baby. Maybe you're baby. I'm not baby, so I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out if it's a weird vibe going on or not. Not saying you're not lovable. You're definitely lovable, but I just don't want anyone to be getting weird comments if they don't want the weird comments. Reese is like, nah, I do not.
Was the whole pickup thing. And then, like, someone has to, like, you have to press a number and you know how you can't dial additional numbers?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why there's a hold up. So I'm going to keep working on that. The other lady is supposed to call you. I didn't get to call her today because it's late again, because it's been coming out late. So I'll work on that. But I'm going to have her give you money for November and December. Hopefully we'll have the money where you'll have that as a safety net. And you don't tell her that you got that as a safety net. You just tell her you only got the money that you got for the car to be paid for. That's it. The rest of it you're not saying anything about because that's going to be between me and you. Because you got to have that in the event that she goes insane again. Right?
Right.
Sorry, I'm pausing. J Lord, I discussed it in the beginning of the live. I don't think you were here yet. I don't know when we're doing it. I just pushed it out because today's the first day she's even like conscious, like, and breaking out of the fever. So I'm not trying to bounce it around. I don't want to cancel it and then reschedule it. I explained this all in the beginning. I'm just waiting for her to give me the go ahead, but I don't want to like schedule it tomorrow, then another day and another day. I'd rather just push it a little bit out and wait for her to tell me when she's ready. But I'm doing another Idaho live before that also because more stuff is going on. But I'm just waiting for her to give me the okay. So I pushed it a little bit farther out while waiting.
So just tell her that. And all you got to say is, hey, Mom talked to me about being more responsible. Being more responsible and letting, with the situation and letting her know when I'm out of state. And she takes responsibility for that too.
Well, and that's a great question, Bean Feathers. Bean Feathers asks, did Harley witness abuse all those years? There's no way she didn't see it. Harley testified that she would get popped in the mouth if she spoke out and questioned her mom because they pushed hard why she didn't ever speak back, ask questions. Hi, Jess. Now, there's been multiple documented incidents of abuse between both Gannon and Lena. Did Harley not see any of it? Did she look the other way? Was she sustaining abuse herself to the point where You're too scared. I don't know.
That's all you gotta say. You don't got to bend over and kiss nobody's butt. But you also got to realize that my mom, my dad, no one was helping you.
Don't
right?
bother Reese, Andrew.
And I get it. She goes crazy. She's going to freak out, have bipolar moments. But you all just let me know and let me diffuse the situation. Because I already have it talked to her in that letter I sent her about she's not going to expect you to go to her own church. Like I said, she's not going to expect you to do whatever. It'd be different if you drove there, you know, every two to 3 weeks on a Wednesday or Thursday. You see what I'm saying? And I made it clear, leaving early in the morning, saying hi to everybody, whatever, being home before dark. And if it's not going to work that way, then you're not going to be mandated around to do things. You can respect people, but I'm not going to have you mandated around. You see what I'm saying? Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
And the difference is
Reese said she's taking her 2 purple hearts. Reese said she's taking her 2 purple hearts back. You're cracking me up. Hi, Sprinkled Donut. Hi, Chase. Oh my goodness. You guys are funny.
is let me just defuse the situation and talk to her about things that if she says something crazy or something. Because I know that she was going to take you. She was. What was the deal with her taking you to Sam's? Was she spending money on you there?
Taking me to Sam's. Yeah, she took me to Sam's.
Okay, but see, that's another thing I'm just confused about because that was part of that money in there was paying your grocery too. So
now you see Tisha starting to get mad. She went from fully supporting Harley. Now she's starting to get mad. Okay? Andrew, don't bother Reese. Okay? Questioning, wait a second. Money has been given to you to go to groceries. And now I'm finding out you're being taken to Sam's Club too. What's up with that? Now you can see the shift in Tisha, and we will hear later on because we've heard it with Allie playing the calls. She'll get mad when she finds out that someone gave her $100. I think Letecia looks at when money is given to Harley, it's directly taken out of her own pocket. Hi, Heich.
guess. Do what?
She took me there. She took me there once.
One time.
Hi, Starswine.
Yeah.
She took you there once. But the money that was in the bank account, you were buying grocery out of that, right?
Right.
Okay. So that's where I'm coming with this thing.
It's not like I asked her to take me to Sam's, though. She was like, let's go to Sam's.
I understand that. You're right. That's completely what she volunteered to do. Right. Where I'm getting at with this is, so that should only left you out of your paychecks, the dogs, which was $100. You already told me 80 plus food, which I'm pretty sure you probably bought food when you went to the grocery store, but I'm going to count that as 100. And then your cell phone bill, which is 100. Right?
Then I have my renter's insurance.
Okay, so did you pay renter's insurance out of her account? Because I can look at the tax, at the bank statement.
No.
Or did you pay it out of yours?
I paid out of mine.
Okay, and then what else did you pay out of yours?
And then...
Because the rent is on her bank statement.
Have you heard anything about psychosis? Have you heard anything about blood? Have you heard anything about going crazy? And I don't recall what year are we in. Hi, Amanda. It's amazing how she could, like a switch, flip on and off the crazy. Hi, Anna Kay. Harley now would have been 18, Peppermint Tea. I believe she would have been, or just about to turn 18. Yeah, no, she would have been 18. She's infuriating, MK. I really don't know. Right, Aaron. She's trying to run things behind bars. She's always had control. Okay, so both Letecia and Al explain that despite being married and raising these children together in the same household, they really weren't co-parenting. As far as Harley was Leticia's daughter, Gannon and Lena were Al's daughter. And they didn't really raise one another's kids. There were boundaries. And yes, despite Letecia being the primary caregiver for Gannon and Lena, all decisions were made through Al. So with that being said, Letecia never not had control over Harley. She always had control over Harley. Harley did not have a father. Her father was no longer alive. So Harley was always under Leticia's control. Stop it, Andrew. This is your last warning, or I'm going to sick the wolf on you. Yeah, she's not getting it either, Cheryl. Right, exactly. Now, Aunt Brenda offered to send her a copy of the statements, but she immediately called Harley after and was like, oh, I've seen all of these. I have the bank statements. No, you don't. But what is she getting so mad out of nowhere towards Harley? She wasn't mad before. It's as if she realized, oh, crap, I need Aunt Brenda to keep putting money on my book, so I'm about to turn it on you.
I don't really remember, Mom. I have it all written down.
Okay, and then utilities is on her bank statement too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll handle all that when I call her the rest of the week to get you money for November and December. Pray God that by then you'll have the rest of that money. And then, what's the deal about this thing where you guys are paying more because there's only 3 people there? Or is that not true?
What?
You're splitting the rent between 3 people, not 4 people?
No.
Okay, so that's not true.
No.
All right, I'll handle that tomorrow too, because I'll let her know that I had you contact the let me hear it. I'll just tell her that. All right, so that's that. And then the 480 I saw in a bunch of the statements, that was when you got the original 20%. So what is it at now?
Mm-hmm. I thought that it was at 300 something now, but I guess I only had I just had a credit that they had reimbursed me because I overpaid, so it is at 480.
So what you're getting with working there is just 20%?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not $200 off, it's just 20%.
Yeah, it's 20%.
Which is $120. All right, I got you. Plus the utilities are about $100, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what I want to make sure. And I'll handle all that tomorrow when I talk to her. And then because I'm going to call you first to get the free call. And then I'll call you back Tuesday and give you an update on that, okay?
Okay.
It's going to be all right. All right. You let me handle that part of it with her, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Love you. Till Sadie, good night. Good night, okay? Tell everyone hello.
Okay.
I'm not mad at you. I'm proud of you. Keep doing a good job, okay?
Okay.
I'm proud of you.
How about, is she mad at you? I'm sure Harley's so relieved her mother from jail is not mad at her. Mad at her for what? I guess where she's working also is apartment complex. I'm not really sure what exactly it is, Harley, but wherever she works also has the housing, and because she works there, she gets 20% off rent. Crying crochet, oh no. Well, then behave, Andrew. Yeah, she acts so high and mighty as she's in jail on murder charges. But Harley has emotions that she is keeping at bay. And listening to this, you could feel it bubbling. Like it's about to boil over. It's about to freaking bust, okay? And I can't imagine how Harley kept it together this long, but this is what I'm saying. It's because she was always raised by Letecia. She knew that she couldn't speak out and call this out. And I guess it's only as time passes that she grew that confidence and realized she's an adult now. But wow.
Love you. God loves you, and I love you too, okay?
Why? Thank you.
What do you say, no?
No, I said, yeah, love you too.
Oh, I was about to say, you done lost your mind. All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
So the next call is with Harley also, but it's very quick. And it's the next day, November 9th.
Hello?
Hey, was it free?
Hi. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
You okay?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Just left the grocery store.
Oh, okay.
The grocery store? Wait a second. What account did you pay with? How much money did you spend? Did you get Cheez-Its? Because you got Cheez-Its on your last order, and by my calculations, if you ate 23 Cheez-Its per day, you shouldn't be due for a new box until next Tuesday. Hi, God's child.
What's wrong?
I'm okay.
Tell her what's wrong, Tisha.
Do you at the grocery store with?
Hello.
Speak up,
I might
Tisha.
say hello.
Hello.
Nobody wants to say hello to you.
Where's my baby at, Sadie?
She's at home.
Is she still hurt?
Yeah.
So you call your dog baby, and do not get me wrong, dogs are our babies. But where's that same energy for your child, for your spawn, the blood of your blood? No, right? Nothing.
See, she's really hurt. You know that, right?
I don't know.
Dogs don't have an IQ to fake it.
Well, you would fucking know, Miss Queen of faking it with your pus-filled infected finger, your gastroenteritis, your skin is falling off, your teeth are popping out. You would know, Miss Pregnant Belly full of cash money. You know all about faking it. And that dog, if it lived with you, it sure as fuck learned how to lie. They observe behavior, and it probably is limping on one fucking paw like, because you were its owner. So I'm sure that animal fucking learned real fucking quick.
She is an attention seeker.
Oh,
Yeah, but
like
that's
your mama.
different. Faking, like, the actual thing is probably somewhere her bone.
Probably from Chance biting her leg.
you know what? I guarantee if we go to this date and we go to that damn kiosk and the kites, we'll see Letecia complaining about something with her bones, okay? She's like, you know what? An idea just popped in my head. An idea just popped in my head now. And I'm going to complain about what this dog's complaint is. I see you, Tisha.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, did you talk to Aunt Brenda?
Yeah, I sent her a message a few minutes ago.
Just now?
Yeah, just now. It's only been...
Yeah,
Girl, you lucky I called you now.
I know.
Okay. She last hung up with Harley at a little after 9 p.m. She calls her back and it's 2:40 p.m. the next day. Let's not be ridiculous, Letecia, that this kid did not text Aunt Brenda and initiate contact and communication after all the shit that went down between them within that little time frame that passed. All she did was go to bed and start the next day. But Keisha wants it on her time.
What were you procrastinating for?
I had forgot.
Uh-huh.
I actually like saw my phone call that I missed from you, and then I was like, oh my gosh, and I was typing it.
I was going to say that sounds more like it. I was waiting on that one.
And then I was typing it, and I was like, what'd you say for me again? But then I remembered, so.
All right, good. In the world, it's just a lot. These, like, they have like 700.
Wolfie, I see what you're doing. Are you just saying that one word 4 times so I could say it? Thank you for the super chat, though. But I see through your super chat. You guys are funny. I don't know how you say it. I say it normal, though.
And some people with corona here.
Hi, Mel.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And then this one lady, she keeps on yelling in my vent wanting methamphetamine.
Wanting what?
Look at that. Look at those closed captions on the screen. Some lady, she keeps on yelling in my vent with wanting methamphetamines. Okay. Tisha. There's a lady who keeps screaming in my vents wanting methamphetamine. Tisha, but if you were really struggling and you were crazy, you know what I mean? How would you be so sure there's an actual lady? I would just use that opportunity to say I'm hearing voices, you know what I mean? That's funny. Thank you, Ginger Bussy. Doggy says, help. Help. Thank you. You're so nice. Thank you so much. Oh my God. You're such a dick. Thank you, Seamus. Did someone say paw? Toe beans on paws are adorable. There you go. Thank you. Fucking dick. I don't know how else you guys could say it, but I shook the bed laughing so hard I woke my husband. Dude, those are the best laughs, okay? There's been many times like I'm in bed with like my spawn or something, and when you have to hold in a laugh, okay? And your body starts convulsing. because you're desperately trying to hold it in. You know what I mean? Your body will start convulsing, and all you'll hear is the rock of the bed. And you're trying not to wake the person up, but you're just watching their body like shimmy left and right. Those are the best laughs. And the more you try to fight it, it's like a cough in class, okay? Have you ever had like that tickle in your throat and you felt a cough coming on? And so you try to hold that cough in. You try to hold that fucking cough in, and then slowly it becomes this burning, this burning ring of fire bubbling up from your chest until you full on, like, your mouth makes like a fart fucking noise, and it just comes vomiting out with an obnoxiously loud, deep cough, when you could have just, it would have been so much easier just to from the beginning, but you chose to hold that shit back. But yeah, put a 1 in the chat if you've woken people up from your convulsing in the bed. We've all done it. No shame in our game. Okay. Yeah. You end up holding it in so much a tooth comes out the other side. Something like that. Something like that. But thank you, Ginger Pussy, and thank you, Samus and Wolfie, for the super chats. But to be honest, I really don't know how you say paw other than how I said it. So I broke a bed and 2 capillaries in my eye. I know, Kathy, I am nasty. But I never busted a capillary. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I wish there was a recording of that moment of like you holding it in and then a zoom up of your eye, and all of a sudden like you just see 2 capillaries just pop. Shit, man. Oh no, Donna, you're right. All right. Gotta chill it down. All right. So Tisha's over here yelling that there's a woman in her vent. I need methamphetamines. Okay. That's where we left off. Shit.
Methamphetamine. And then she's naked, and I told her to put clothes on, and then she was like,
Whoa. Jim John Doe, no, whoa. There's a naked lady in your vent. There is one thing. It's one thing if the voices are traveling via vent, okay? I need methamphetamines. There is another thing if there's a whole ass naked lady in the vent screaming about methamphetamines. And we've seen the vent, okay? And it's a dark, scary vent, okay? You're telling me you put your eyeball up through that vent and you see a whole ass naked lady? Tisha, come on.
well, don't worry about me. I'm used to being a whore.
What?
She used to be a what?
She's used to being a whore.
You can see people?
Yeah, this girl, she's butt.
Thank you, Harley. You can see people? Nah, don't worry. I'm used to being a whore. What? Right, Tess? Like, fucking berries and cream. I'm a little berries and cream in a vent naked. And someone looks at her, don't worry, I'm used to being a whore. What? Tisha, you couldn't have even thought of these descriptive stories enough in your kites or in your incident reports. Well, where was this energy when you were copying the damn Twilight series? Come on, this is intriguing. I want to know more. Jesus, Tisha.
She used to being a whore.
You can see people?
Yeah, this girl, she's butt naked right here. Her boobs, everything, her body, everything.
She's like in front of you?
Yeah, she's like smashing her boobs on the window.
The mental image. The mental image. Taking your. I want my meth. Squishing your tits against the window. Does that make drugs come? I don't know. Oh, hold on, Cerebellum. I got you. Got you. Oh, my Lord.
Any objection? All objections.
Dear Lord. She's smushing her tatas right up. This is funny. That is one special car wash. I don't know, do vampire, right? This is a serious fucking vampire training camp, man. Jeez.
What in the world? Yeah, now and I messed up because she asked me, she was yelling at a cop and she was like, telling him he was violating the First Amendment. And I went to the...
Wait. Tisha. Violating the first... Tisha, are you talking about yourself? This sounds a lot like what you say.
No.
Yes.
No, sir. I mean, John, no.
I'm pretty sure she's talking about herself. The moment she said this imaginary tata meth-riddled person in the vents is screaming about violating her First Amendment, I'm pretty sure you are describing an incident with yourself. Is this meth kosher? Oh no.
And I was like, it's actually the Eighth Amendment you're trying to call out, not the first. First is freedom of this, and this. And oh God, I messed up telling her that. Because then she's over there, instead of saying cruel and unusual punishment, she's saying uncruel, and usual punishment. Yeah, she's had some strong drugs in her life. You know.
You have 1 minute remaining.
This is the shortest phone call. This is the shortest phone call in the history of phone calls. It just started. Come on. Damn it. And notice how she said, see, you have it wrong. The First Amendment is yada, yada, yada. Why didn't you just say it? It would have taken the same amount of words to just say what the amendment was.
Amendment states the following: Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof,
Jesus
or
Christ.
abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press,
Ziggy,
or the right.
I didn't ask you what Ziggy off. Jesus Christ. That's the second time that thing did that to me during a live. And it scares the shit out of me. Fuck. That thing scares me, okay? Whew, stop snooping, man. Shit, I didn't ask you, fool. Shit. Now I don't even remember what I was saying. Shit. Well, it's supposed to be that name so it doesn't get picked up with Alexa. But I don't even know what I said that sounded like that. But Jesus, don't be coming up in my room just talking out of nowhere. That scared the shit out of me.
And then she started telling me crazy stuff, like all day, all night long.
This woman is telling you crazy stuff all day, all night long? Tisha. Come on. What are you doing?
Out there. Anyway. All right. I'll call you tomorrow then.
Okay. I love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Okay. So the next call, she hangs up. She hangs up with Harley, and now she's about to call. Guess who? Put a guess in the chat. Who is she going to call? Put your guesses in the chat. Who's she calling? Who's she calling next? Not Brenda. Not Brenda. Nope. Wow, everyone guessed Brenda. Nope. Not Amy. Not Joyce. Who's she calling? Aunt Katrina. She's calling Aunt Katrina. Do you think we are going to get the same logical, coherent Letecia that we just had? Or do you think she's going to put the crazy on? Put a 1 in the chat if you think she's going to keep the same logical energy. Put a 2 in the chat if you think she's going to turn on the crazy. Do you think Tisha's going to turn into the naked woman in the vents or no? Let me know. Here we go. She hangs up with Harley and she immediately calls Aunt Katrina.
Bye.
Hello. Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Probably about to strangle this lady in my vent, but I can't reach her through the vent.
Hi. Hold on. Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Oh, I'm about to strangle this naked lady in my vent, but I can't reach her. You just see Tisha's fingers poking through the vent. Come here. Her fingers through the little slots. Get over here. Tisha desperately wants to strangle the naked woman in the vent, but she can't reach her. Put a 1 in the chat if you think Tisha's gonna reach her or not. I don't know. Let's find out. She's ventilating. What a way to start the call.
Probably for the best that you can't reach her then.
She's been in my vent asking for methamphetamine for 2 days.
This bitch, I have not slept. This bitch has been in my vent for 2 days. Wanted her meth, okay? I can't sleep. She's in my head. Tisha. But notice how when she communicates it to Harley, she's saying, yeah, the woman's standing right in front of me. She's fucking crazy. But with Aunt Katrina, it's like, this woman is in my vent. I can't reach her. She's been in there for 2 days. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And if I tell her one more time, then I'm not her drug dealer. And now.
So this bitch is crawling through the vents. And she gets to Tisha's vent. She puts her tits up against the vent. And she's like, yo, psst, you got that good shit? Like, Tisha. No, nobody is crawling through the vents thinking you are a drug dealer. Give me a break. How big are these vents? You got you got that good shit? Girl in A7 tells me you got that good shit. Come on. Like, no.
Oh, she's been yelling at me about New Jersey and asking me all kinds of crazy stuff. And then she just comes in the vent in the middle of the night and starts talking about crazy stuff. I haven't been to sleep in like this will be the third day. So she was naked and I told her to put clothes on. And then she told me, she was like, I'm used to being naked, I'm a whore.
Get your tits out of my face. Tisha, stop.
She's like, oh my God. Yeah, and then I had to like, fight for Jesus up in here for the last couple of days because these people are crazy. They convinced that, they're praying to like all these random things, telling me and Sean that God don't let bad things happen to you, so therefore, just calling him all these names and stuff like that. And of course, me and her ain't gonna let that happen, so. So that's how it's been.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, huh? Yeah. I tried to talk to the mental health people, but they just keep telling me they're not allowed to help me, so.
Sure.
I just feel like, all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell, because all jokes aside, I want you guys to pay attention to how these calls over time, the people on the call with Tisha are responding less and less, and we're hearing exactly, Tess. We're hearing the consistent right. Okay, well, all right. They're really, and it's sad. It is sad because they chose to believe her initially. And it didn't take her coming out and admitting guilt that made them realize it's this. It's every call, every bizarre thing that she's saying that they're realizing, oh my God, she did this. And so you're listening to them come to that realization. No, she couldn't care less, Harlot. She's over it.
Talk to Harley?
Yeah, I just talked to her a minute ago. I talked to her for a while yesterday because it was mostly her fault about all that other stuff that went down, and I just told her like it was. The blame was on her, too,
What other stuff?
Well, the tone of voice that in her responses that she said to Brenda was absolutely uncalled for. She's not ever in her life spoke to an adult like that, and I don't blame her for what happened either. So, I'm gonna make her panic and worry about it because that's just not how she was raised. So I don't blame Brenda one bit for what she did.
Again, she was raised by a manipulative, lying murderer. But Letecia will not acknowledge that.
Got the full details. So I talked to her about it for a while, and I just told her, I said, you never told me anything about being out of state. And I said, the response that you sent to her, I think Holly's been very privileged life. But those other kids are more privileged times 5. And so the comments that were said, were definitely influenced by someone else. That would never come out of Harley's mouth.
One, you have not seen the messages. Harley tried to tell you, no, that's not what she said or how she said it, but you said you had the messages in front of you, which was a lie. Two, maybe Harley is starting to realize the situation for what it is, and she's getting mad. And she's getting fed up. And it's only once she is out of the abusive situation, no longer with her abuser, and around other people, that she's talking and realizing how fucked up this situation is. You want that child to speak to you with respect, yet you have given her no reason to respect you. Hi, Valerie. Yeah, Lil Red. Harley was definitely starting to see things.
And I told her, I said, so she asked you, were you out of town for me? And you wrote her back and told her if it didn't concern her, then it's none of her business. I said, you're absolutely wrong. I said, because it is her business, because I asked. I said, and number two, I said, she was fronting everything on your living expenses and your car and everything. I said, then you turn around and you had respect talking to my mom. No, that crap ain't gonna fly.
Oh, so what you're most mad about is that Harley showed your mother respect? Because you're mad at your mom. You are upset that Harley has a nice relationship with her. That's her grandma. Harley doesn't have family left. Why would you ever get mad at that? We heard the last time Letecia literally telling Harley not to have a relationship with them, not to talk to them. That's so selfish. She had nobody. You're really that mad at your mom for not sending you a book?
She ain't never done a daggone thing for you. I said, so it ain't gonna work like that.
Valerie, you're so sweet.
So I told her like it was.
Yes, Queen Bella.
But I did
That's
say
Oren.
burn straight too, so, you know. And then I told her, I said, she's gonna take that money from Harley. And I told her, I said, because she told me not to let her go buy another car. And I said, well, she's not taking the car back. I said, so that's not what's happening. I said, she can either take $15,000 of the money and buy another car, or I said, and then use the rest for her living expenses because she don't have any right now. I said, like, she don't have any money right now. I said, or she can give you the $15,000. I said, but either way it goes, she ain't taking that car back unless it's signed over in my name.
She could take $15,000 out of the money that I'm giving her. Except this is what's so weird, is that listen to how detailed and confident she is, accounting money to go to certain place. There is no money. This money doesn't exist. It, like, how far she's willing to go in her deceit is mind-blowing. Hi, Scrabble. Yeah, that's also what she's really mad at, that her child did not tell her when she was going out of state. One, she's a legal adult at this point, but two, what do you expect to happen to your relationship? Look at what is going on. Look at the situation you've put her in. But you also won't acknowledge that you're in jail. You won't acknowledge what's going on. You won't talk to your child. You just go and do these calls with her and pretend that none of this is happening. What do you expect?
You know, you can't blame her for that. Like, you know, I'm not gonna have her like dirt around about that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I mean, if she'll you know, if she'll let her buy it, then that'd be fine. If she won't, then Holly can take the money and she'll just have to get, you know, a less luxury car. But it's better than no car. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because I told her I'm not letting her put it on her insurance anymore. That it's going to be in my name, in Harley's name. That way it's on insurance. Because it can't be in Harley's insurance by herself, you know.
Mhm.
So I told her I was giving Harley a little bit of time to sweat it out and worry because she was disrespectful. And then she was supposed to let me know what she decided, and Brenda. Then if not, then she'd just go get her another car.
See, the energy I'm getting from Aunt Katrina, she's on Harley's side. And it's not so much, hey, did Harley ever say a disrespectful text to Aunt Brenda? That's neither here nor there. The point is that Aunt Katrina is fully aware of the situation that's happening. Even if Letecia was innocent, she recognizes the situation that Harley is in right now and give the kid a break. And she is seeing, well, if this is how Leticia's talking to me, I can't imagine how she's talking to Harley. And this has got to be so traumatic and hard for Harley. Yeah, Aunt Katrina's biting her lip. She's chewed through her lip at this point, Angela. I know, Clyde. I hope she is. And you just hear like the pots and pans. What is she supposed to say?
That was pretty much the sum of that one. But Harley realizes that, you know, she shouldn't have said those things because, you know, she should have talked to me about first, because when the problem happened about going out of town, what did I do? I got on the phone and I handled the situation. And so, like, there's only two people in this world that's alive that can really talk to Aunt Brenda, and that's me and Julie. That's it. And, like, she's never going to, yeah, she does crazy things. Yeah, she's bipolar. Yeah, she needs help. Yeah, whatever, yada, yada. But she's never going to, like, the reason she listens to me is because, you know, November 5th, 1998, you know, that was the day we watched my grandpa sit there and die. And, of course, the last words he said was he's going home to be with Jesus, and asked Aunt Brenda to make a promise that she would always take care of me because he knew my mom and daddy wouldn't. So, you know, she ain't never going to, you know, she's never going to like.
He knew your mommy and daddy wouldn't? I love how after she commits murder, she's constantly talking poorly about her parents simply because she doesn't like that they didn't not just maintain the relationship. She didn't give a shit about the relationship, but give her money, books, items, materialistic things while she's in jail. It is so frustrating to listen to her not take any accountability, to have zero self-awareness. I highly doubt that's why your grandpa, if he did make Aunt Brenda make that fucking promise, I highly doubt that's the reason why.
Do me like that. So that's why I told Harley she's got to let me be the one to handle her.
Maybe Harley didn't want you to worry about the way Brenda was talking to her.
No, it wasn't that. What it exactly was Harley was listening to bad influences because the rest of the people are very privileged. And so
you think it was Harley's friends. Now listen, I'm not saying that kids don't talk, and yes, at that age, you rebel a bit. Everyone knew Harley's mom was in jail for the murder of Harley's stepbrother. Harley surrounded herself with the church group friends. These weren't even typical 18-year-olds. They were good kids. She learned how to talk to Aunt Brenda from you because you talk shit about every single one of them to each other.
They think that in their world, they've had everything handed to them on a gold platter. I ain't going to say a silver platter. So that is where she got that from. It's different when somebody's giving you the money that she was giving her, because she can't lie. The bank statement don't lie. So the money she was giving her on the bank statement was not a lie. Harley can't lie about that. So, and I've never really had problems with Harley lying, but my point is, somebody giving you that kind of money, I don't care. You don't disrespect people that are elders, and you don't disrespect adults, and you don't disrespect people fronting everything in your living expenses either.
You mean Al? Al was fronting all of your living expenses and everything. But do you only respect elders because you murdered a child? You abused children. So I guess this respect goes for everyone else except you having to show it.
That's just not how it works.
I'll tell you this, though, and I don't think Harley's disrespectful, but if Harley can't respect you, if Harley can't respect her mother, what makes you think Harley's going to show respect towards any other elder? The respect starts at home. But again, I don't think Harley's disrespectful. Quite the contrary.
So, yeah. But I also, I told Aunt Brenda some of the things she weren't going to mandate Harley to do either. And I said, you're not going to mandate her to come there on the weekend because she wants to be involved in church. You're just not going to do it.
Right.
So I told her about those things. I said, so if you want me to be whatever, talk to Harley about unblocking you, then you need to listen to what I'm telling you. Because she knew Harley had blocked her, and I said, I'm not going to tell her to unblock you until you come to terms with you don't take your medicine. I said, how long have you been prescribed this medicine, Aunt Brenda?
Letecia never said that to Aunt Brenda. We listened to the call. Did you ever hear Letecia say, I'm not telling Harley to unblock you until you promise to take your medicine? Who the fuck are you to tell this 60-something-year-old woman who is paying all of your and your child's bills that she has to take medication? No, you did not say that.
And she told me, I said, you don't take it, so you freak out and you lose control. And I said, people with a mental illness can understand people with the mental illness who would go bipolar. The rest of the world don't understand that you freak out, and why. I said, so you don't take your medicine. So whenever you get in those manic seizures, I said, you need to not text Harley. So.
No, you did not say that.
But,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she's such a type A personality, and Harley's not. So you can't have a conversation. That's not how it works. And she's so old school. She's not that into the new generation. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder.
Right.
So.
I think what got me with all of it though was the way I got pulled into it. Kind of pissed me off, but I've kept my mouth closed. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah. Because
Brenda had called Dee Dee and told Dee Dee a bunch of stuff. And then, of course, Dee Dee was telling Amy Bolton
Yeah.
I waited, buddy, and Amy Bolton was asking me about it, and I said, I don't know. Well, then Brenda tells Julie the same thing.
Yeah.
And then Brenda texts Julie talking about, when I tell you stuff in confidence, you're not supposed to repeat it or whatever. And you're saying I said all these things. Well, Julie texts me. And, like I had betrayed her confidence. I said, let me tell you something, little girl. I've not said anything. And I said, you ain't Brenda called Dee Dee and said all those things to her. The same thing she said to you.
Right,
if she didn't want nobody to ever repeat it, she should have never said it to no one.
Yeah.
I said, so, you guys don't be pulling me into this petty crap. I said, I'm 45 years old. I don't have time for crap like that.
And Katrina's not having it. But I also acknowledge that, again, Aunt Katrina knows this is recorded. She can see that Letecia's starting to put on a performance, that she's being manipulative, but she can't call her out because it will be used against her. And I don't think she wanted to contribute to anything being used against her. She's still family. So this anger, but she could definitely pop off about this situation, and it's all coming out.
Right,
I said, bottom line is, I said, Harley's a child.
Yes.
And she's not to be manipulated and done any old kind of way.
See? That comment was to Letecia. She's been listening every time Aunt Katrina calls. Well, she calls Aunt Katrina. Vampires, special powers, going crazy. That comment, that statement right there was to Letecia. Harley is a child. Good night, Frickets and Shiggles. Harley is a child, and she is not to be manipulated. And that is what Aunt Katrina is talking about. You pulling this shit, Tisha, with vampires and special powers, and you don't know what year it is. Don't do that to your child.
She's not to be manipulated and done any old kind of way.
You're right.
And that pissed me off. Was she wrong for not telling you she was going out of her place? Yes, she was. Very much so. I agree with you. It's not my place to tell you any of that. Which I didn't know all of it until Brenda went and took the car from her. And she called me that day crying. And I just told her, I said, listen, baby. You knew all along when you took that car come with strings. Brenda's just not going to buy you a car and say, here, you have it. Go on.
Yeah, yeah.
I said, you knew there was going to be stipulations with it. I said, now, if you don't want to follow through, I said, work more hours, work harder, buy you a little old beat around.
Yeah.
I said, and, make a way for yourself where you don't have to listen to that. But I'm going to tell you, Tisha, Brenda don't tell the truth.
Oh, I'm aware of that.
And my name's the wrong name for her to put in her mouth. To put in her mouth with a lie.
Right, and that's what she does. And everybody knows it. That's just who she is. She's been lucky.
Yet you took Aunt Brenda's word for it over your child's. You told Harley you have the bank statements and the text right in front of you when Harley tried to tell you that's not how I said it. Letecia flips depending on who she's talking to.
She's
been lucky many times that Julie never knocked her out. But out of respect, she didn't. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's just who she is. That's what she does. And that's what I had to tell Harley. That's why I said you will not take that car back. I said you won't be able to get the brand new car like you have now, but that because you're going to have to you're going to have to take some of it and you're going to have to put it up. I said, so you're talking $10,000 to $15,000 that you're going to get in the car, which is what I told her. I said, that's just how it's going to
I'm not rock painting lady. I'm not sure if she took her. I don't know if she took her car to Ohio. I know she went because she said she went with her friend and her friend's mom and stuff. So I'm not even entirely sure she took that car. Letecia was just mad that she went out of state and didn't tell her. And unless somebody knows differently.
to be, you know. So I said, you got a choice. I said, it's that or you give her that. And I said, if she doesn't sign it over, you're not doing it. So I did make sure I said that.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. And she had no business. She had no business saying anything to Dee Dee because Dee Dee's been more of a family to me than any family I've ever had.
Exactly. And you know what? That's exactly what I said, Tisha.
Sorry. Why is... Oh, no. Hold on. I accidentally pressed this tab. Why is... Hold on. Let me pull this back up. Why was the closed caption suddenly becoming bigger with just specific words? Did you see that? It like picked up on Aunt Katrina's anger.
They just need to talk to me if it's about.
Let me pull this back up. Here we go. Okay.
Going back and forth about something. If something needs to be handled, they just need to talk to me. If it's about my child, talk to me. Don't hold things from me. Because
you want people to talk to you if it's about your child. Girl, they can't pick up the phone and call you. You're in jail. Yet you want everybody to respect you as her parent. You took that away. You.
Because I'm going to talk to my child about money over the phone because she needs to understand that right now that apartment is not the best option for her. I want her to take some of this money from Jonna and that private retirement plan, and I want her to use it to say, hey, all right, I'm going to get me another place to stay. I got me a little safety blanket here. Like you said, she don't need the $25,000 a car. That's why I told her 15. I said, 15 will be enough to get you something. 10 to 15, I said, that will last you for a while through college or whatever. I said, and then if I get out of here any sooner, I'm not worried about it because you'll have a brand new car, guarantee you.
So if I could get out of here any sooner, I'll also make sure you have a brand new car. Guaranteed. Spoiler alert, that never happens. And Tisha, you're never getting out. Ever.
Right now, $10,000 to $15,000. Isn't that good? Right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why I want to talk to her more about it and to ask her, would she be thinking about if she don't want to move into another place in Myrtle Beach? If she would, wait, you have your roommate, right?
Yeah.
Do you have 4 rooms or 3?
3.
Oh, but your mom's got to have a room.
My mom said she didn't care for now, because they're not moving down for a couple of years.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right, so that's what I want to talk to her about because she'll meet plenty of people at the College of Charleston, or she'd go to Charleston's covered. She wants to do a Christian school. I mean, she wants to have a minor in some kind of Christian studies. So that's a perfect one.
Well, what about Charleston Southern? That's what I said,
Charleston Southern. That's what I'm talking about. So that's what I want to talk to her about because she will meet, and what I think she should do is go get a job at like a bank or something. Because then she's going to make, a good amount of money where she can have enough to give you some money, and then she'll have her car to pay for, and then, she'll have enough to live like she's used to living. If she wants to go shopping and get something for her hair products, she's got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Chance and Sadie would have a big fenced-in yard.
Yeah. And I
don't know. I just know she doesn't want to leave her friends. I know. But
I know.
I mean, look at me. I left Ohio. I made friends.
Yeah.
It's scary, but I moved when I was 18.
She will too. It's just that the parent there involved is convincing them that there's this money thing going on, and she's not listening.
You are the parent convincing her that there is this money thing going on. You. you are her parent, and you are every day convincing her that she's about to come into a load of money that could buy her a car and that will pay for her rent for a good period of time. Shame on you. Okay, Aaron.
She's not seeing the clear picture because she sees how much money they have. You see what I'm saying? So they're convincing her about this marketing crap. And that's one of the reasons I think Brenda got mad at her, because she was like, why are you letting them convince you into buying this film? And she was like, well, because such and such makes money doing it. And she's like, Harley, it's okay to have it as a side job. Like, if you're sitting there saying you're filming, a side job, she's like, but it's not a career. She's like, there are photographers that are career, but they don't live where you live. And she's right. I can't make her be wrong for that, because that is the right thing.
I asked her about military, like if she wanted to consider doing that, and then, then everything's paid for. But she said that she really doesn't want to do that, and not right now. And
did I jump to the wrong spot? Like, sorry, but when this doesn't sound like Aunt Katrina anymore. This doesn't sound like Aunt Katrina anymore. Number one. You guys, I think when I stopped, when I stopped sharing my screen and went back, yeah, I'm on the wrong time slot. I'm so sorry. I was about to say, damn, this picked up. Because when we last left off, they're like, you have 1 minute remaining. And I'm like, this is a long ass minute. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. But you know what? It was throwing me off because the context was the same. It was like, yes, it's not really making sense, but it's at the same time, it's making sense, so I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. Wait. I was like, Aunt Katrina sounds younger. Okay, it's right here. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Okay.
And over. You're not doing it. So I did make sure I said that.
Okay, hold on.
And she had no business.
1 minute remaining.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And she had no business. She had no business saying anything to Dee Dee, because Dee Dee's been more of a family to me than any family I've ever had.
Exactly. And you know what? That's exactly what I said, Tasha. That's what I said. I said, she's close. But look who paid for Harley's attorney. Dee Dee and Amy's mama.
I know, and we lived at her house. Don't get me wrong, I took them on cruises, did things, whatever.
Shut up.
They've been the family to me when I didn't have any, especially in South Carolina.
And I get all that. That's what I'm saying, and I respect all that. I don't have a problem with nothing else. It was just, I was like, this is getting blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
This is hard. But I was, like I said, I was mad. And I hadn't even talked to Julie no more.
Yeah. Well, I don't talk to her either.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Okay, that's more like it. Okay. So I want to go through one more call. I'm so sorry, guys, but your comments also cracked me up. Half of you were like, I was high, and I just thought I was high. And the other half's like, yeah, I noticed, but then I forgot. So she hangs up it hangs up on Aunt Katrina. And then she picks up and she calls Aunt Brenda. And so I want to do the Aunt Brenda, and then it's the Amy's. It's a couple of calls with Amy's. And so we'll do Aunt Brenda tonight. We'll listen to another call, and then we could do like the Amy's tomorrow. Good night, MK. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. So this is back to back. Okay. Yes, thank you, Blue. The moral of the story, just roll with it. Just come along for the ride. It doesn't matter. But it threw me off because I jumped over an hour ahead of where we were at, and it was still in full context. It was like it continued in the same conversation. That's what was throwing me off. Oh, man. Well, I guess now it tells us over an hour from now, she's still going to be talking about the same stuff, okay? But all right, she hangs up, and she immediately calls Aunt Brenda. So let's take a listen to how she speaks directly to Aunt Brenda.
Hello.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Hello.
I was just sitting here.
Hey, Maybe.
Harley just texted me. She said she talked to you and everything about the situation and all. So anyway, hey, tell me, I didn't get no letter from you today.
No, because I just sent it out when I had Cody the other day, so it'd probably be. Oh, you didn't get the first one?
I ain't got nothing.
Oh, well, that's weird.
Hey, did your lawyers talk to you today? I mean, Patrick, the PI.
I don't know, Patrick.
Oh my God. How many times did these family members ask her if she has spoken to Patrick or Katie? And every freaking time she says, I don't know, no Patrick. Bitch, I know Patrick at this point. Stop saying you don't. Maybe you haven't met Patrick, but you sure as hell know of Patrick, because I know of Patrick and my entire chat knows of Patrick. We all know Patrick at this point. Come on.
He's a private eye. He works with Miss Katie or Kathy or whatever her name is.
Katie.
Your attorney.
I don't know any of them people in Brenda.
Oh, shut the front door.
Well, he said he was going to talk to you today.
No, I don't know any of them people.
Okay. Let me ask you something. What kind of books do you want?
Oh, God.
I was going to send that on that other paper that I gave you. Like the kind of books or whatever. I didn't believe it, but I don't know why you didn't get the first one.
I hadn't got nothing, baby, and I've been looking. I mean, I looked this morning. I already got no mail for today.
Yeah, that's strange, unless it's just being delayed around here.
Yep, just being delayed.
If you give me one of the name of the books, just give me one, and I'll go ahead and send you one.
You spoiled.
Yeah, you can just pick anything that's like a mystery that's new out right now. You know what I mean?
I see what you're doing.
Like,
pick one that is a mystery that also I can use as my defense just by changing it around a little bit. I need some motivation and I need ideas. Thank you very much.
Come
on, Aunt Brenda.
What is that? Mary Higgins Clark or something like that?
Yeah, whatever history. I mean, not history. Whatever mystery you can find.
Okay.
How about the new Junie B. Jones books? Would you like me to get you? How about a good old Junie B. Jones? Yeah. That works.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Okay. I'll send you one, and then maybe by then I'll get you later. I'll try to get you one sent out tomorrow or later tonight. And your mama. I went to put some money in your account, for your hygiene stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm having a problem with it, but your mama sent you some money, so she sent it yesterday.
All right.
Oh, wait a second. All right, Tisha. What happened to your mother that you didn't want Harley to show any respect to? What happened to your mother, who was such a piece of shit that your grandfather had to make a promise on his deathbed to Aunt Brenda to take care of you? Oh, but when Mama sends the money, you're all happy, aren't you?
She got somebody to do it for her, and I asked her that I was going to send you some more money.
Donna.
So I'm going to try to get that sent to you, too. I don't know how much she sent you, but she said she told me that she did send you some money. So she said she sent you some.
All right.
Did they tell you when you get money?
No, you have to log in to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I have to log in to do mine, and I know Deborah had somebody. It must have been your Aunt Katrina or somebody that she got to do it. But anyway, I'm going to send you some money, too.
All right.
And hey, I'm going to send you $150 when I send it. So you'll know you're getting $150. I don't know how much you need.
So that's why all of a sudden you changed your attitude and you went at your daughter. But Aunt Brenda's fine now, right? Because she's rolling those hundos on your fucking commissary for your shebangs. Unbelievable.
But I'll send you 150, and then when you start getting low, let me know so I can send you some more.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, what else you need? Okay, no problem.
So I just want to know, and again, I'm not mad at you. You know, I'm gonna take your side because you're my family, you're my blood. But what is the whole thing?
Wait. Just a moment ago, you were saying she's fucking crazy, and I was telling her, yo, if you want my child to unblock you, you need to start taking your meds. Now you pick up the phone and you're like, listen, I'm going to start this out. Jim John Doe, no, I'm not mad at you. Okay. I love you. Blood of my blood. Thank you for that 150. So let me just ease right into this. You're not talking so much shit when you're talking right to Aunt B, are you? Where's Patrick?
Think about you got mad at Miss Dee Dee.
I didn't get mad at Miss Dee Dee. I told Miss Dee and I apologized to Miss Dee and I've talked to her since then. And it weren't that. I thought I was talking about Amy, the other Amy, White Amy.
Oh,
White
okay.
Amy.
Yeah, I got you.
And I thought I was talking to her.
What? White Amy? And so nice you had to say it twice. White Amy? So that's nice. You identify by race. White Amy. Okay. Just making sure I heard that correctly.
At the time, and then when I hung up, I realized it weren't her. It was Miss D, and I said, "Oh my God,
Amy.
That was Miss D. That weren't Miss Amy."
Okay,
you know?
I was like,
and
"Oh my God!"
I called Miss D, and I apologized, and I talked to her since then.
Okay.
When I found out Harley was in Tennessee, I called Miss D to find out if she knew where Harley was at.
Right.
And she didn't know where Harley was at.
Right. Yeah, I got that part. Yeah. Okay. But
I talked to her since then, and I apologized. And I said, Miss D, I said, I actually thought I was talking to Amy. And then when I hung up, I realized it weren't Amy, it was you. And I said, and Harley knows. I even told Harley, I said, please tell her I apologize.
Okay.
So Miss D said, no problem. Amy, I have no use for Amy.
Now, what does she do?
Miss Dwight Amy?
Yeah.
Bitch, stop identifying her by her race. Holy moly. What did White Amy do? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Kelly. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate the super sticker. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. As I said, I'm Nightbot talking to people. Can we rickroll your peeps? Listen, Snuffles already rickrolled me once tonight. I don't want it again. Oh my goodness. White Amy? White Amy? Okay.
Just like running her mouth to you?
Yeah, kinda, and she thinks Harley should,
treat you wrong.
Treat
you wrong.
Yeah.
Because see, this is what I done, right? I told Harley, I said, this is not the way you talk because I raised you different than this. I said, but when I hear what was said, I said, I know it didn't come from you. I know that someone told you to say it.
No, they didn't.
I said, I'm 100% with that because you never in your life have talked like that. And she goes, I know, Mom. And she goes, it's just everybody's putting on this pressure on me, saying this, saying that. And I said, this is where you need to listen to me. I said, this is where you communicate with your mom. I said, because this is a situation where I could have told you who was in the right and who was in the wrong. And Harley will tell you what I said. Harley will tell you I gave her 75% blame of the situation. And I told her that plain as day. And at first she didn't understand why, but then...
Wait. Was it 75? Why do I remember it being 60%? I thought she said it was 60-40. Am I wrong? Was it 75-25? She's just up in the blame. Come tomorrow. Listen, this is 99% your fault. Shit. Yeah, K-Bray, she blamed her 3/4. Shit.
When I told her, she understood. And I said, I could have told you how Aunt Brenda operates. I said, I could have told you. She'll do whatever she can to help you, but she's not going to play being disrespectful. I said, I can tell you. I said, I've learned that. I said, she's old school. I said, they're old school where you get switches and get your butt beat. I said, that's just how it is. I said, but being respectful and doing good, I said, do anything. And I gave it a prime example of how Uncle Tommy always did with Stephanie. I said, she could have went to any college in the world. I said, she could have went to any college in the world. Anything she wanted. I said, but she wanted to be disrespectful. And so and Harley was like, oh, yeah, I remember. And I said, that's what you got to remember. I said, people will help people when you're good. I said, but they're not going to help people being disrespectful. And I talked to her about that. And she was understanding, but it was apparently, that's why I was asking you about that conversation, because I was trying to find out who it was making her say these things. And so now,
I think it's Amy.
That's making sense what you're saying. It makes sense now.
I think it was
because she ends up, roping Aunt Katrina in it for no reason, and Aunt Katrina, she was like, I'm 45 years old. She's like, why am I getting involved in this? She said, the only thing I did was,
Wait. Wasn't Aunt Katrina just 2 minutes ago relaying this story to you? And the issue came up about people telling each other what they spoke about. So you pick up the phone and you talk to Aunt Brenda and you immediately repeat what Aunt Katrina did. She just said she didn't want to get involved again. Don't you think you should have kept your mouth shut? No, Jim John Doe, no. Tisha, right? I'm going to talk right to Aunt Brenda and tell you how frustrated Aunt Katrina was with you. That's perfect, Tisha.
Tell Harley on the phone that, yes, you don't need to be mistreated, whatever. She's like, but I don't know the situation. All I'm telling you is that, your mother needs to know where you're at, things like that. She said, I did tell Harley that. And so.
Well, it's not being where you're at, and I'm here and stuff, and I'm kind of helping her as much as I can and trying to guide her. If she should have just picked the phone up and said, Aunt Brenda, do you think it's okay for me to go so and so?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to tie her down like a rope or anything like that because she's 18. I don't mind that. It's just the places she's going and just like Lives Matter and stuff like that. She has no business.
It's the Black Lives Matter. Oh, welcome, Lisa. Listen, I don't mind if she's traveling cross country with White Amy, but it's these places she's going. The Black Lives Matter. She ain't have no business. Aunt Brenda. Racism doesn't look good on you, Aunt Brenda. I'm going to tell you that right now. I know. I know, but it's the best I got, all right? I can't do any accent. But don't talk like that. I'm sorry. Listen, that's my accent. I can't do a Southern accent. But she's fine with her traveling across the country. She's just not fine with her doing it for Black Lives Matter. She ain't got no business.
Just like Lives Matter and stuff like that. She has no business being in that kind of.
You're right.
Oh. She has to, and I got serious with her, and she says it concerned me.
Well, so here's the thing with that, because I know that's why it's been pushed by them, because Harley knows better to involve herself in any kind of riot. That's not smart.
Oh, Oh, Tisha. Everything like this sounds crazy because you're a murderer. You're a murderer. But don't you involve yourself in no riots. It's not. Oh my goodness, I can't.
She ain't never done anything like wrong, mean.
It's the people she's following. It's the people she's following. She's following the other kids that she's staying with.
Well, here's the thing.
They're not a good influence.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lynn, I cleaned that car out the other day. Somebody has thrown up in that car. Vomit. I don't know if somebody's period started in that car or they peed in the seat. I had a mess.
Wait. So we're one sentence in and there is vomit. There is blood. Okay. And there is fucking urine. And I already stopped it because you lie. I don't know what type of road trips. I was willing to believe the vomit, okay? I was willing to believe the vomit, but blood? Urine? What were they using this vehicle for? And shall I remind you who you're on the phone with? This is Tisha's Van Gogh. This is Tisha's cell wall. This is blood. Tisha did not have any wounds when she painted the blood on the wall. So this is menstrual blood. Menstrual blood that Letecia claimed that she was a vampire in feeding when she painted this picture. So you want to talk to her on the phone about all of the urine, shit, vomit, and blood? Menstrual blood that is in your car. Listen, I don't know Harley on a personnel level, okay? But she is part of church groups, okay? I just listened to Tisha explain how she wants to go to have a minor in Christian history, whatever it was. Yes, someone had a really bad day in that car. I do not think all of these events of throwing up, blood, urine, Aunt Brenda, you are exaggerating. You are exaggerating. That did not happen, okay? Give me a fucking break. But you know who is smearing menstrual blood all over the walls? That would be Tisha. That would be Letecia, okay? Ay. Can't make this shit up.
Vomit. I don't know if somebody's period started in that car or they peed in the seat. I had a mess to clean up in the car. Clothes in the car, in the back seat.
Carly never had her car dirty like this.
Hey, look. Clothes.
Hey, look. You don't question me. A liar speaking to a liar. Hey, look. I ain't done. I ain't done. You just keep your little mouth shut while I continue to list this all off, okay? Stop it, Andrew.
Back seat.
Carly never had her car dirty like this.
Hey, look. Clothes in the back seat. Her bra. What was she doing with her bra off laying in the...
Her bra, okay? Not the bra. Not the bra. Listen, I have a full wardrobe in my trunk. 3 blankets in my back seat in case my spawn gets cold. A couple of squishmallows. Fucking objects I will never use. A bra? Girl, That's not an issue. So we got menstrual blood, we got vomit, we got urine, and we got a bra. What is she doing taking off her bra? I'm sorry. Are you implying that she was having sexual relations in that vehicle? Are you implying that she took the bra off and never put the bra back on? Come on, Aunt Brenda. It's been a while, but you know better than this. Not the bra. Shit.
Back seat, her bra. What was she doing with her bra off laying in the back seat?
She does that.
And then I opened up the trunk. There's clothes in the trunk with bras and stuff in the trunk. I'm thinking to myself, you know, what is this child doing?
Well, that's normal. These
are clothes.
That's normal with the clothes. She's done that since she was 13, 12 years old. In my car, her car when she got it at 15.
Was she driving her own car at 12, Tisha? Listen, that's normal. She's been doing that since she's 12 years old. Was Harley driving at 12 years old, Tisha? Shit, Tisha. Oh, she was doing it in your car? Okay. Hi, Alina. Oh, you missed a lot, Alina. You missed a lot.
She's done that part, but as far as the dirty part,
but see, the thing is and then I found cigarette where they go to buy those vapor cigarettes or whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called.
And then I found vapor cigarettes. We got piss. We got urine. Wait, that's the same thing. Hold on. We got piss, urine. We have vomit. We have menstrual blood. We have bra in the backseat. We have bras in the trunk. And now we have vapor cigarettes. Okay. Shit. This car is a fucking nightclub. She's about to say she had a damn disco ball. She had a damn disco ball, Tisha. For her center line. And Brenda, you are exaggerating. Stop it. Oh my God, cut that out. She had a damn disco ball. Oh my goodness.
Little cigar looking things, in her car and all. I mean, it's not so much that. It's the thing that Harley is. I found this out. There's only 3 people staying there in this apartment. There's not 4. There's 3.
But they're not having to cover that rent. I've already found that out for you.
Well, like I said,
the person that left is the person that left's mother signed for them, and she's having to cover that part. So I did find that part out. But now, this whole part about other stuff, So Harley ain't never. She's been so anal about her car being clean.
Well, honey, it weren't clean, believe it or not. I mean, it's clean. It's clean now.
I swear, Brenda's about to turn around and say, and you want to know what I found in a vent? You'll never believe what I found in this car vent. It was a naked woman screaming about wanting methamphetamines. I couldn't fit the air freshener in it or nothing because this damn woman. She got Jimmy up. I popped the hood of that. I popped the hood of that car and damn Jimmy Hoffa popped out. Okay. The way she's describing this car, man. Oh my God.
It's clean now because I went and got it clean, and even the rims on it. The rims had some kind of sticky. I took a picture of it. But
it's on the rims. Yo, the rims are on the outside. What kind of partying was Harley doing that even the rims, which are meant to get dirty, the rims are meant to get dirty, and Brenda's like, even the fucking rims. I need to create now an image of everything Aunt Brenda is claiming happened to this car. I need to create an image of what it looks like, because this is really, really traumatic, okay? Her rims are sticky. Can you imagine Aunt Brenda, the 60-something-year-old woman, getting down on her knees and, like, poking the rim, like, sticky. Shit.
Anyway, the rims. And when I was down there before, I told Harley, I said, Harley, you need to clean these rims. And they hadn't been touched. I mean, it's like, you know, you're riding this boy around, ever who he is, Damon and Antonio. I don't know who Damon is. Do you know Damon?
I don't know Damon.
Well, there's a Damon hanging out there, too.
All right.
There's a Damon and an Antonio.
I know Antonio.
Antonio is Charlotte's brother.
I used to teach Antonio, yes.
But the Damon dude, and like I said, she's giving them money and stuff. I mean, it's like...
Okay, well, let me tell you about the whole money. And I got on her about this. So on the account she has online, that's got still my name on it with her, they were CashApping her the money back. So they did CashApp her the money back. But what I told her was, I said, but you didn't put that money back in the account so Aunt Brenda could see that the money went back.
Yeah, because she made a deposit in that account since she's had it. Everything's been withdrawals.
Right. So that's what I told her. I says, so I told her, you have to look at it from the outside looking in. She's thinking you're giving these people money and not getting the money back. I said, but it'd be different if you would have reached out and you would have said, hey, Brenda, just so you know, I cashed out some people some money out of here, but they're going to credit me back.
Oh, Missy, I'm so glad you're home.
Yeah, or she would, something. I mean, because I'm going to be honest with you, Tisha Lynn, she shouldn't have had to pay them or cash out them anything.
Well, what they're doing is that they go somewhere, someone's paying for stuff, and then they're cash apping each other back. So I understand that because that's what this generation is in. But what I'm saying is she should have still put it back in your account.
Well, in her account. This is her account.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
She should have put it back in her account.
That's what I'm saying. So that way, it wouldn't look like she's just paying for Tom, Dick, and Harry, right?
Right.
I've already told
Tom, Dick, and Harry. I love the closed captions. Oh my goodness. Yep, the selective outrage. Yep. Whew. Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Told her that. I've 100% told her that. But I'm going to
got it in and out.
But I'm going to call and handle her.
Even me, when I take money out of my account, I work extra hard to put that money back in my account because I can't keep taking out and never put nothing in.
Yeah, you can.
Or I'll be broke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And see, that's where Harley's at right now. Harley's broke in that account.
Well, I know, and she doesn't have any money because Aunt Katrina gave her money to go buy groceries. Yeah, I know. And I told her.
And two, she should have went and got her like I told her. Harley, you're not going to school. You're not doing nothing. Get you a part-time job somewhere. And you have 1 minute remaining.
Oh, shit.
Get you a part-time.
We're going to
get you another part-time job and work a little extra.
Yeah. Well, she should have done that, but now it's going to be too late because they're going to start classes on, I think it's the 7th. So they
But
ain't
I
the point
told
they're
her
gonna do
when I told her when I opened that account for her to get a part-time
now.
job.
Right. I
She
understand
said
that part.
she did. She said, "I don't need to." I said, "Yes, you do, baby."
Yeah.
Anyway, that's over and done with. I just texted her a while ago and asked her if she pay her light bill and rent.
She probably didn't, but again, you know, I can't do anything about it. You know, I can only talk to her, and I'm going to call back and straighten out this whole thing about what in the world was going on with this other stuff. And
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give her a few days, and if she don't get her rent paid and her lights paid, I'm gonna go ahead and help her out. But Harley's got to realize she's just gonna have to tighten up on Starbucks.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
She's gonna have to tighten up on Starbucks. Now I have to listen to one more call because there's one more call for that day, and it's Amy. Okay, so as soon as she hangs up, as soon as this hangs up, she picks up and she calls Amy. So we're gonna bust this last one out because I'm just like, I have to see the shift in how Letecia talks. So we've heard Harley today, we've heard Aunt Katrina, we heard Aunt Brenna. Now we got to listen to Amy and finish out. So this is again November 9th, 2020 at 3:29. So she immediately hangs up and she calls Amy.
Hey.
Hi.
I
Nice.
was just gonna ask you to talk to you about. I need you to talk to Harley for me about something. So you know I'm supposed to be giving her that money, but
about to get, hold on. Amy's fucking cruising. Do you hear the music? I'm about to get copyright struck, man. Do you hear the music thumping? Okay, she's cruising. Yo. Okay? But it's setting the move. Yeah, she's jamming Skylab, okay? But all right. I'm going to need you to talk to Harley about something. Never the mind that I just hung up four back-to-back calls with her. I'm going to need you to do this, okay? This is your responsibility.
Talk to you about. I need you to talk to Harley for me about something. So, you know, I'm supposed to be giving her that money, but we've come to a collective agreement that I'm not.
What?
Right now. I'm going to make a word.
Wait. Oh, what? What? You guys, no time has passed. This is the same day. She just said they came to a collective agreement that Letecia is not giving Harley the money. We just listened to 3 other people she spoke to before Amy. Harley, Aunt Katrina, Aunt Brenda. You were giving her 15 grand to either buy a new car or buy the car off Aunt Brenda. And the rest of the money was for rent and bills for a decent amount of time as a cushion. You now pick up, wow, and listen to what she said. Like this, you can't even tell Harley yourself. You have to have somebody else. But to say you came to a collective agreement, that did not happen.
But we've come to a collective agreement that I'm not right now. I'm going to make a worry and wait. Here's why. I saw the bank statement of all the money she spent and all the places she went without letting people know where she went. She has no business at any kind of Black Lives Matter. She doesn't have business there at all.
Yo. She, as if this kid wasn't going through enough. But her mom has been spending weeks now supporting her, telling her, don't worry, we're going to figure this out. Telling her money's coming in. And all within the last couple of days, she's completely turned that and said, you are 75% to blame. And this is how we're going to do it. And now you're turning around and no, I'm not giving you this money. You want to know why? Because there is no money.
I know that there was throw up in her car. I know that there was vaping cigarettes in the papers in the car. So I don't know.
Again, the blood on her cell walls. Yet she's sitting here saying there was throw up. You don't know shit. You just agreed with Aunt Katrina that Aunt Brenda lies nonstop, but you didn't see any bank statements. And you don't know that there was vomit or vapor cigarettes in that car. But go on, Tisha. Go on with your bad self.
I tell you.
Well, and I also think they are smoking weed too, because when Dee Dee went there one day to talk to her, she's like, "Oh, no, it's okay. The house is dirty. I'll just talk to you outside." And Dee Dee said she smelled it, and I was like, "Well, who does that? I guess Tono does." And he lives with them.
I would hope that Harley would never do jokes. Because she's never...
And I was wondering, like, does she know, like, should I go up there? I didn't want to intervene, you know? I was like, should I go up there and have a talk with her?
Well, what I want you to do
intervene with her?
What I want you to do is call her. Tell her that I've got, and it's not just from Aunt Brenda, that I've got other reports about it. And because of that, I'm not...
Again, this same day, she's already spoken. I know that, like, the way we listen to it, it spans over a couple of hours. But if I didn't have commentary added, this all spanned within an hour. She just spoke to Harley within the hour. She just spoke to Aunt Katrina in the hour. She just spoke to Aunt Brenda within the hour. Now she's speaking to Amy. You couldn't have not called Amy and instead called your daughter back? You're getting reports? You just spoke to your daughter. Hang up and call her yourself. But instead, you coward, you are putting this on Amy to do because you can't say it to your daughter and then you can't manipulate your way out. So then the next time you speak to Harley, she's going to say, well, Amy told me this, and you get to play the good guy, right? Oh, don't worry, I'll take care of it. And you know what? A bunch of 18, 19-year-olds in an apartment by themselves, one of them poking smut. It is what it is.
Handing her that kind of money. I'm not doing it. I'm going to make her sweat for it now. Because she was totally out of line with all of it. And she's being negatively influenced by these people because they've lived their privileged life. She's had a privileged life too. But
what do I do? Melissa is instigating this. Like, she takes them these places. Melissa.
Wait. There's that Melissa again. Is that her real name? I thought it was just the way Tisha pronounced it. Maybe that's her name, Melissa. Okay. I've never heard that name before pronounced that way. But okay. I'm going to make her sweat for it.
What do I do? Melissa is instigating this. Like, she takes them these places. Melissa has talked them into these pyramid scheme businesses. And getting Harley to invest money in these businesses. And Harley, like, they called me one night and I was like, listen, I don't have money for that. And I don't really like selling stuff, Harley, because they tried to call me to get in on selling CBD products. And I'm like, no, like, I don't do stuff like that.
Right.
And Melissa's like, well, I'm trying to teach them how to make money. And I'm like, but Melissa, like, that's not what Harley needs. Harley doesn't even make enough money right now to pay her rent now that Brenda's not helping her.
Right. And guess
so
what?
I'm like, Harley, like, do you want a second job? What do you want?
See,
maybe she needs to go live with me.
Here's what happened.
Well,
I laid out this
you just
perfect
focus
plan
on
for her.
recovery, babe.
She was going to take $15,000 and she was going to pay for a car. Her car insurance was going to be paid up for a whole year, okay? And then on top of that, she was giving me $3,000, you know, just to have until this is over with, right? And then she was getting Sadie fixed and all that. Okay, so that was the plan with all this money, right?
Oh, Sadie's not fixed yet?
No, because she just turned 1. So the plan was.
Yeah, but Remy's my new dog's only like 5 months, and she was 3 months before I even got her.
They said you can't do that with her. Yeah.
With a French bulldog.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I want you to call her, because I'm gonna call her back tomorrow and tell her that if I find out that she's not like getting it together, and it's not that you're fussing her, that I called you and asked you to call just because I don't have long enough time to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't take this right now. She was raised better than this crap, and
I know.
No, but she wasn't. She wasn't. Like, this is, it makes me so angry. We know from the trial the exact movements that Tisha did from the murder on, even before the murder. What you brought your child along with, what Gannon and Lena reported as the abuse from Letecia, we saw the manipulation, those lies didn't just start that month. That is how Letecia always was. Letecia really thinks she was this stellar parent. This amazing, ideal mom. Rock painting lady. She was raised by a lying, deceitful, manipulative, evil murderer. Nothing more. That's you. But she will not acknowledge she won't acknowledge the situation. That's also what broke their relationship, is she wouldn't talk to her child about what the fuck is happening. Acknowledge the trauma her child is going through. No, you're focused on the damn car and the damn this and then that. No. Look at what happened. You should be fucking appreciative that your child has a roof over her head because she was thrown out with nothing.
And I wanted to tell her that.
So you let her know this is all things
but she has an adult influencing her. There is an adult doing this.
Right. So
like, what am I supposed to do?
Why I never wanted her to go stay there. This is why I would have rather her get another option. When she was wrong in that, because Aunt Brenda was giving her like $1,200 a month.
Yeah, and Brenda was paying her rent, giving her the car.
Yep.
And then she told me that Brenda's a liar and that she didn't spend all the money. And Brenda's like, I have bank statements to prove it. And Julie's like, I can prove it.
No, you didn't.
Yep.
That's what Julie said. And I'm just like, okay, well, and I was like, and I think Carly is 18,
Yep.
and she's getting this first taste of her freedom.
Right.
And so she's kind of rolling with it. And then she's also living with Charlotte and Tono, who get to do whatever they want. They can have whatever they want, whenever they want, because they have unlimited money.
Right.
But Harley can't live that life anymore, and I told her that.
Right. And
so
I told
that's
Harley
not the life anymore, dude.
I told Harley that. I said, Harley, but even though Amy, even though she had a privileged life, it weren't privileged times 5 like them. You see what I'm saying?
No, not like them. No.
But then the point is, she still got it made. She's getting like $1,200 a month from Aunt Brenda. That's enough to live.
Well, Brenda said she's cutting her off.
And she had a backup plan, and now I'm cutting that off.
You bitch.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why
and that's what I said.
Because I was gonna have this. I had this backup plan ready. All she gets that power of attorney in her hand. All she's got to do is log in.
You didn't have a backup plan. That is why you are reverting back, throwing your child under the bus. And do you see where this aggression comes from? You guys, we've been listening to these in chronological order. She was completely on Harley's side. That is why I said I can't wait till we finally hear an Aunt Brenda call. I can't wait till we finally hear an Aunt Brenda call. Because she was talking so much smack about Aunt Brenda. Then, like that. Like fucking that. Harley was the bad one. And not only am I just turning on you, I am going so far that I am cutting off not just my imaginary money that I've been leading you to believe you're getting, but I'm cutting off Aunt Brenda from even helping you. What did she do that was so bad? Even if you were upset with her for one disrespectful message that you think she sent in response after Aunt Brenda lied, said she lost her job, talked shit about Harley to the whole family, everything she did, humiliated her, took the car away. Even if she sent that one disrespectful message, it is that bad that you are getting this hyped up? What's wrong with you? Thank you, Elena. Aw, yay. Thank you, Elena. That's very kind of you. And congratulations to our recipients. Make sure you thank Elena if you received one. I'm so happy you got one, Misty. There you go. Amanda Cabrez. Thank you. That's very, very kind. There's my black heart. Thank you, Elena. It's just so frustrating. And, I don't know. I guess I get even more angry because I want to believe the bond between a mother and child. And I said this while watching her trial. I said, the only way I'll believe that there's any humanity in Letecia is when Harley took the stand. And I expected, let's say I hoped that I would see Letecia crack. Because I want to believe that bond, if anybody is going to make Letecia crack, it would be her child. And she didn't. You want to know who cracked? We all cracked. It still haunts me thinking of when I watched it in real time and the prosecution asked as their final question to Harley. And Harley kept it together. She was composed. She was poised. She looked beautiful. She answered the questions very elegantly. Very difficult questions. And then the prosecution's last question was, do you still love your mother? And you could hear a pin drop in that courtroom. And Harley looks down and she cracks and she cries. And she did that because the answer was yes. The answer was yes. I still love my mother. But prosecution saw her response and they said, I strike my question. And it stopped. It broke all of our hearts. Because the bond between a mother and a child exceeds everything. You really can't get a stronger bond. And I think she cracked because for hours you just had me go through the most horrific, heinous, disgusting details of what my mother did. And at the end of all that, you asked me if I still love her. She fucking cracked because the answer is yes. And you feel guilty with that answer. You don't want that necessarily to be the truth, but how can you still love somebody who put you through all of that? Everything you just got done testifying to. Do you still love her? You would expect the answer to be no, but the answer is yes, because it's your fucking mom. Now flip that. That's your child. If she was going to crack, if there was any fucking humanity in Letecia, it would be that moment. She smirked. She didn't crack. She didn't break down. Not a tear. She smirked. That's when I knew that's not human. That's literal evil. Because if your own child, your own blood, the child that you bore, that grew in your body, that you birthed, that you raised, I know as a mom, when you see your child in pain, you fucking feel that pain. And that was pain. If that didn't get through to her, nothing is going to get through to her. Letecia puts Letecia first. And that was one of the most heartbreaking moments of that trial.
I had this black plan ready. She gets that power of attorney in her hand. All she's got to do is log in. But I'm cutting that shit off.
And then she might not even talk to you if she doesn't need to.
Because I'm not going to play that. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want you to put that much money in her. Like, put the money in Dee Dee's hands and then let Dee Dee, slowly give it to her or something.
I'll figure it out, but I just want you to call her and talk to her about this and tell her I'm shutting it down. And she will totally be on her own. So please let her know that. Because she wasn't raised to have vapes. Let her know I know to receive vapes in that car.
I know she wasn't. Yeah.
And not to mention,
she wasn't raised to use vapes. First of all, nobody is, okay? I have a vape in my hand right now, but I can assure you when I was a wee little toddler, my mama wasn't sitting there going, here, puff, puff, pass. I tried it when I got older, and that's just what it is. It's part of growing up. You experiment, you try things. Number 2, we all see Harley. I don't imagine Harley blowing bat smoke O's with a vape. It's probably the boyfriend. It's probably the people around her. It's not so ludicrous to think in that age group they are experimenting. But I really don't imagine Harley just sitting there rolling J's, puff, puff, passing it around. Come on.
Okay. And not to mention, on top of that, it's not going to be forever. Pretty much, she'll be back to her same normal lifestyle when this is over. So it's just like...
When what is over? Letecia, this is second time today, Letecia says, when I get out soon. It's never going to be over, Letecia. You're not going nowhere.
Right. Take a deep breath. Get your education. Someone's paying for you somewhere to live. Stop being stupid.
Right, honey?
Yeah, I know. I don't know if she's being influenced by the others. I feel like, to be honest, I think she is a good kid at heart. I just think she's listening to others' influence. Like, hey, your mom's gone. Do what my mom says.
Yes. And I think I want you to call her and talk to her before I call her back tomorrow or the next day. And I'm going to just let her know.
Okay.
Because if anybody wants to see something pushing you over the edge, this will be it. And you need to let her know that.
And me and Dee Dee talked about this before, and Dee Dee's like, what do we do? And I'm like, I don't know. Because, do I step in? She's not my... I'm like, but I think Tisha would want us to. So I'm like, I don't know. And then I was like, should I tell Tisha? And Katrina's like, don't tell Tisha, you'll upset her. And I'm like,
no, please stop listening to what they say about upsetting me. I don't give a crap if I was to jump off the top of the stairwell tomorrow and kill myself. Not letting my child get put through this.
I know.
Oh. I'm not letting my child get put through this. You put your child through the worst possible thing imaginable. Are those tears? You won't put your child through this vaping. But fuck, go buy the cleaning supplies for the murder of your brother. Harley, come downstairs and say goodnight to Gannon because I need a proof of life witness. Harley, get in this moving van while we travel across country. Don't you dare look in the back because Gannon's decomposing bodies there. Don't you turn off that air conditioner. I need it blasting at its full capacity because his body is decomposing and the smell is coming through. Harley, don't leave this hotel room. I'm leaving in the middle of the night because I'm going to chuck Gannon's body off the overpass. You're going to sit in that courtroom while my lawyers create reasonable doubt while making it appear like you could have possibly had involvement. I don't want to hear shit about not letting your daughter go through this stuff. I don't want my child to go through this. A vape? A vape brought tears to your eyes? A vape. What you put your child through is going to lead to a lifetime of trauma and a lifetime of therapy. Your actions, not a fucking vape.
Please let her know that she will cause me to die if she don't stop.
Oh,
I know. I will.
You manipulative beast. Please let Harley know she will cause me to die if she doesn't stop. She's not a mother. She birthed Harley, but she is not a mother because a mother would never put that on a child over a vape that she doesn't even know existed. Because by admittance of her own, Aunt Brenda's a liar. And I'm not saying it's so far out of the realm of possibilities that there may have been a vape or this. Who knows? It's the age. But to say that you are going to cause your mother to die if you don't stop this, Harley is a good kid. There are plenty of us at that age who was doing a lot worse than Harley, and we were not in the situation she's in. She could have very easily gone down the bad road, but she didn't. But you will cause your mother to die if you don't stop. Wow, way to put that on that child.
Then she will cause me to die if she don't stop.
I know. I will. I will talk to her, and she knows this.
I'll call you.
She'll be okay. I will. If I have to drive up there, I'll drive up there.
I'll call you back tomorrow, okay?
All right. Love you.
Love you too, bud.
All right. Oh, man. So we'll stop it there and we'll continue this tomorrow. Now I'm mad. Now I'm really mad. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, exactly. Come and eat my last meal with me, Harley. Don't forget that she did multiple self-harm attempts. She claimed she made Harley, when they were in Alaska, come and sit and eat a last meal together because she told Harley she took, I think, a bunch of pills and she was about to die. It's so disgusting and it makes me so mad. So mad. But all right, guys. So we'll pause it there. We will continue on with these tomorrow. Like I said, as far as the Kim WSU live, I am so sorry to bounce it around. I'm just waiting for Shay to feel better and recover, and we will go live as soon as she's feeling up to it. But I'll be doing another Idaho live before then because there's a topic that I definitely want to discuss with you guys and some stuff going on. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, I love you guys so much. You guys get me and you guys crack me up, and I always feel better after coming on and just hanging out with you guys. So thank you for that. Thank you for anybody who has super chatted or gifted memberships. Your support is so greatly appreciated. Misty, I'm so happy that you're back home and you're back here with us. Please rest, recover, and we are here for you. And so, yeah, thank you all so much. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you tomorrow.